news winds down. James Ramelli of OptionHacker joins us now for Chart Talk. Good morning, James.
Good morning.
Lululemon is about the only trader favorite coming up this week that has earnings. Are you playing that stock at all?
Right, I am. I'm looking to get long Lululemon. Now, they have a pretty mixed earnings history, but we're seeing the stock recover well from the October lows, and I think that this is setting up relatively well for a long here. Since there's not a whole lot else going on earnings-wise, I think there's going to be a lot of focus on it, and even though they're implying around a 10% move by Friday's close, since there's going to be so much focus, I think it could move every bit of that. So I'll be looking to get long Lulu with an upside target around 10% higher, but I need to wait to see where it trades into the close today to get a good idea of what strikes I'm going to use.
What's your strategy on some of the oil names?
Right, so I'm still short oil names. I continue to get short oil names every opportunity I get, and one that I've really been focusing on is TransoceanRIG. Now, this is one that we've seen a lot of bearish, unusual options activity in going into the end of the year here, and what's really interesting is that after we got through the OPEC news and oil really took a leg lower, we didn't see traders cover those short positions, but roll them down even further and saw that institutional money getting even shorter and looking for even more aggressive downside targets in names like RIG. So I'm following that order flow, following that institutional money, and looking for more downside in those names.
Now that the jobs number is out, James, what kind of a week are you anticipating trading-wise? Will we see volume, no volume? What do you think?
I think volumes are going to tend to be a little bit thin throughout the rest of the calendar year here. We've had the big data point for this month, which was jobs. It came in really good and didn't really manage to move the market that much. We had news from the ECB last week that they're going to kind of kick the can down the road in terms of deciding what they're going to do policy-wise until next year. So that was one big data point that we were looking for that we're not going to get. So as we don't have much else left to report earnings, we are through all of the data. I really see very slow, choppy price action throughout the end of the year, especially as we get closer into the holidays and traders start to go on vacation.
Are you more bullish or bearish going into the end of the year?
I am still rather bullish going into the end of the year. That low oil, cheap energy, cheap gas is going to be good for the consumer. And in the end of the year, in the holidays, the stocks that really come into focus are retail names. So all of that cheap energy is a good thing for consumers in the United States. It puts extra money in their pockets. And we're literally talking about billions of dollars in extra cash they're going to have on hand this holiday season. Should be good for retail stocks, should be good for the market.
Oh, yes, it should. Thank you, James.
Thank you.